Welcome to the project demonstration of microcontroller based multiple device switching by using single input to the microcontroller. So here the application of the project is, instead of using the multiple switches for multiple devices, so we are going to use a potentiometer. So as we know that potentiometer provides the variable voltage. So there, while we are rotating that, the voltage will raises from 0 to 255, nothing but 255 ADC value. So 0 volts to 5 volts. So that will be converted into the analog to digital. The digital format is 0 to 255. So here we are going to set the device selection, and that particular device was selected, and that will be displayed on the 16:2 LCD screen. So these two buttons are control to on and off this device. So off and on. So when we select that one device, so that particular device will get on and off by these two control buttons only. Means using this potentiometer and two switches, we can control the multiple devices. So like we can place 10 devices also. So here for demonstration purpose, we kept the one bulb and one DC fan. So these two controlled by the input from this one, and through the relay for the bulb, and to the transistor we are going to control this fan here. So the whole system getting power supply from this 230 volts cable inputs, that is the input power supply to the regulated power supply board. So it has a 4 stages. One is a transformation to step down the 230 volts AC to 12 volts AC, and then rectification to rectify the AC to DC, and then to remove the pulses. After rectification, as we know, there will be pulses will be generated. So that will be neutralized by the capacitor filters, so that we will get the pure DC of 12 volts. And there we will use a 17805 regulator, which will take 12 volts input DC and 5 volts DC output. So that is the main operating voltage in our project. So once we provide the 5 volts input to that system, so this motherboard consists of a microcontroller, crystal oscillator to provide the clock pulse input to the controller to execute the instructions, and reset switch to restart the microcontroller. So based on that, so it will read the input from the potentiometer and these two switches. So when you select the device, so that will display on the LCD. That particular device will taking care of getting signals from these buttons, means off or on. And next the output is, we have interfaced the input of potentiometer to A0 pin, and these two switches at C0, C1 and B ports. Port B interfaced to this 16:2 LCD screen, and the fan interfaced through this transistor board to the C6 pin, and C7 pin is interfaced to the relay to control the bulb. So on this relay we can see one transistor, one LED indication, and the electromagnetic relay. So the system on this bulb through the transistor, relay and bulb. So here transistor and fan. So the switching sequence from the microcontroller to the load. So let us see the demonstration. So on the LCD display, we can see the welcome message will be displayed on the screen. Right, as of now we have selected the fan over here. So light, fan, both are off state only. So if you want to on the fan, right, off the fan and on the fan, right. And coming to the bulb also, so I selected the light now. Light gets switched on, and same. So if you want to off the fan, then select the fan and off, and select the bulb and off. So using only two buttons, on off switch, so we are going to control the multiple devices. We can control the multiple devices. So in our project we can place up to 10 devices. So that devices can be 230 volts or DC. So if you want to use the 230 volts devices, then we need to use the electromagnetic relay. If it is a DC load, then we need to use a MOSFET or transistor to the microcontroller.